Hello everyone, welcome to AKS IAS main section of free initiative. This is Santosh Koka. Today we will discuss one important question. Before that we will check small information. New batch was started recently on 11th November 2024. TGPSC, APPSC Group 1 and 2 English and Telugu medium new batch started. Prelims cum mains integrated coaching offline live online classes will be available here. For more information you can call this number. Today's main section question for 28th November 2024, that is subject related to polity. Examine the interplay between geographical diversity and constitutional principles such as socialist and secular in India. How does this relationship influence policy making and governance in a federal structure? So here we need to follow our 3 steps before writing answer. First step is question reading. Within 1 minute here we need to focus on identifying important keywords and question tags here, right? What is the topic? We have a recent debate on socialist and secular principles especially, right? So what are the important question tags here? Examine and how, right? With following 2 important parts here, right? So examine means we need to assume that examiner already knows something about this particular topic. So we need to give some proper or unique or different information here, right? So with including facts or examples or reports, etc. Right? So next we need to identify some important keywords here. First of all, we need to address the interplay between geographical diversity and also constitutional principles such as socialist and secular in India, right? That is the first part. Next we need to focus on how does this relationship influence policy making and also governance in a federal structure. We can write in a separate side headings here, right? Other than that, we can give some challenges here, and also before conclusion we can also provide some needed measures, right? So that is the simple structure here. Next, brainstorming. Within 1 minute here we need to focus on identifying different recalling keywords, especially regarding our important topic, right? So recent current affairs related Supreme Court judgment we need to give here, right? So in the current affairs part. So other than that, we can also provide some amendment acts. For example, these socialist and secular in the preamble of the Indian Constitution included through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, that is 1976. We need to include these type of issues. Other than that, we can also provide articles, right? Articles like 368, right? So these are the very important here. Other than that, we can also provide some important reports especially, right? So regarding constitution we can also give some schedules. Also regarding 8th schedule especially we can also give recognizing official languages here, right? So other than that, we can also provide some examples as schemes what we have, MG Narega, or we have Haj subsidy we have, right? Or PM Kisan, right? All these are very important here, right? So we need to include these type of issues. Other than that, some reports we have Niti Aayog report, right? Niti Aayog report we have, and also we have some interstate councils conflicts also we have, right? So we need to include these type of issues here and there. First of all, need to write current affairs introduction here. So recently what was happened, right? So that need to be given here. So here Chief Justice of India Sanjeev Khanna recently addressed a batch of petitions challenging the inclusion of the words socialist and secular in the preamble of the Indian Constitution, that is 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. That is the recent news. So here Chief Justice clarified that the idea of socialism in India represents a welfare state that ensures equality of opportunity for all and does not negate private sector participation here, right? So just finally he rejected the claim that the preamble as adopted by the Constituent Assembly in 1949 could not be amended, stating that the preamble is part of the Constitution and subject to changes under what we have Article 368, right? So all these are the recent issues that happened, right? Here we need to focus on providing some background also, right? So background part, for the background part we can provide some India's geographical diversity and constitutional principles like socialist and secular play a crucial role in shaping our governance and policy making, especially. For example, we can give recent 2023 G20 summit, right? Very important. So it highlighted India's diverse culture and unity also, right? So we can provide these type of examples. So in the body part, first of all, we need to provide India's special geographical diversity, right? First of all, the keywords need to be addressed one by one. Geographical diversity. So here India has varied regions with unique cultures, languages and economic disparities, right? For example, here we can give example like 8th schedule. Especially 8th schedule is very important example need to be given, right? So because it recognizes 22 official languages showcasing linguistic diversity here, right? So second important thing, we need to address our constitutional principles, right? Constitutional principles is very important here, right? So in this, socialism is very important. Socialism, so here it focuses on equitable distribution of resources. For example, here we can include our schemes like MZ Narega, which ensures rural employment, right? So other than that, we have secularism. Here secularism promotes religious freedom and equality, right? For example, here we can talk about Hajj subsidy. Hajj subsidy is there, redirected in 2018 especially here, right? So all these are very good examples here. Next, actually in the question itself, they have not asked only geographical diversity or constitutional principle, they asked for interplay, right? We need to address this particular phenomena, right? Interplay between diversity and also geographical diversity and also principles. That is the main point need to be addressed here, right? So policies like we have PM Kisan, right? PM Kisan addressing regional agricultural needs also. For example, we have state level adaptations. For example, we have Kerala's Onam welfare schemes, welfare programs we have, right? So these type of schemes or programs ensures inclusivity, right? That is the major important part of the interplay between diversity and principles, right? So very important. So other than that, in the second part, we need to address the relationship, federal structures role or relationships influence policy making, etc., right? So here we can include some federal structures, especially federal structures roles, right? So here promoting state specific programs like we have Tamil Nadu's Amma canteens, we have, right? Amma canteens for affordable food, especially platforms like Niti Aayog also enhancing collaboration between the center and states here, right? So these type of federal structure role is very important here. That was asked in the important second part, right? How does this relationship influence policy making and governance in a federal structure, right? So here we need to address these type of issues, especially related to state specific programs we can give, we can provide. Our platforms like we have Niti Aayog enhancing collaboration between the states and centers, right? So finally, whatever challenges we have, we need to put here, right? Challenges we have here, economic disparities. For example, Maharashtra's especially economic disparities we have regarding this particular topic, because Maharashtra contributes 15% GDP, right? But Bihar struggles with high poverty, right? That is the major economic disparities we can highlight here. Other than that, we have religious conflicts also. We have, right? Here Delhi riots we can talk about. Delhi riots which was happened in 2020, reflecting challenges in maintaining secular governance also, right? So these type of issues need to be included here. Finally, in the conclusion part, before conclusion, we need to give some needed measures here, right? whatever we have measures, we need to provide solutions for the challenges what we have, right? Strengthen cooperative federalism by empowering interstate councils. Very important. Interstate councils need to be empowered here, right? So that is the measure to strengthen our cooperative federalism, right? So this is useful for conflict resolution especially. That is very important. Next, we need to promote inclusivity, right? Promote inclusivity, that is also very important through region specific welfare scheme. Region specific welfare programs, right? So that is also very important. So which will focus on the unique needs of marginalized groups also, right? Other than that, we can also focus on enhancing secular education. That is also very important. Secular education here, by incorporating regional histories and cultures into school curricula, is the best option, right? Secular education also we need to provide here. So finally, in the conclusion part, we can clearly mention that India's federalism bridges its diversity and constitutional ideals, fostering unity amidst differences. Moving forward, we can talk about if we follow above measures. Moving forward, strengthening cooperative federalism and adopting inclusive policies will make India's diversity its great strength. India's diversity is the important keyword here we can mention, right? So it will go to its greatest strength, right? So that is the purest conclusion here. So according to the demand of the question only, we have created this particular structure and approach, right? Very important. In between, we need to focus on providing schemes, schedules, articles, right? So these are very, very important, right? So next important question, that is day 137 main Shikshna question for 29th November 2024. Examine the implications of the US imposing up to 60% of on Chinese imports for the global economy. How can India position itself to mitigate risks and enhance its trade competitiveness in this scenario? That is related to subject economy, very, very important for the upcoming examination, that is AP Group 1 Mains and UPSC, right? Write your answers and upload in the AKS app. Thank you very much. All the very best.